I'm so glad to see you. This is gonna feel so good. I have a good feeling. Let's take our hands at our heart and just a moment to set an intention of having a beautiful wellness experience for your body, mind, and soul. You can let go of anything from the past or future and just give yourself the present of being fully present. We're going to take the inhale to lift up the arms and catch or place your palms together into a slight back bend. Breathe in and we'll go over to a half moon. Lengthen through your sides. You're going to take a few variations here. So just notice how you feel as you breathe into your rib cage. You can be pulling on your arm. You can be pulling on your wrist. You can add on the hand coming down if you'd like. You can add on movement. Your foot is crossing. As you rotate down, you'll feel different areas getting stretched. Breathe in. As you rotate up, you'll feel a little bit more of your obliques getting stretched. Act like someone's pulling your arm. Inhale. And then as you exhale, come up. You can catch your hands at the top or just place them together. Go over and just start here. Notice as you go a little deeper, you might be able to reach a little more. Breathe in. You might be pulling with your own hand on your wrist or on your arm. You might take your hand down and cross your foot, adding rotation. Down is a good stretch for the back. Up is a good stretch for the obliques. Stretch through your fingers. Take that inhale and really send it to that side of your rib cage. And take another inhale here. And inhale to come up, and both feet are underneath your hips. Both hands are together. Now a little bit of a back bend. As you exhale, stretch out your hands. Place them on the floor. If you want to meet me in down dog, you can. If you want to take a vinyasa where you bend your elbows, you take an up dog and then go to down dog, you can. Once you're in down dog, walk it out. We're going to get some calf stretch. I'm going to remove my socks, but please keep going. And walk out your down dog. It's one calf, one calf. You can also do both heels at the same time, lifting and lowering. Breathe in. And then hold your down dog and just press the heels towards the floor. 5, 4, 3, 2. And take another inhale. Go to your shins. Do a little cat-cow here. And round. And inhale, lift. Now exhale, round, and you can articulate through your spine. Try to give any parts that you know are tight on you, give it attention. Breathe in. And then add a circle so your hips are drawing a large circle on the wall behind you, getting some back stretch. You're going to be circling it the other direction. Breathe in, and breathe in. Press back up into your downward dog. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2. Step or jump or walk up to your hands and take a halfway position. Once you feel like your blood pressure is settled, come all the way up by unhinging at the hips. Go into a slight back bend here. Breathe in. Hands come to your heart. Stretch out your legs into a 5-pointed star. Your wrists are roughly over your ankles. Take an inhale. Exhale, come down, and you can even glide your hands down your legs. They'll tell you, your body will tell you when it's done and needs to stay. You might just shake out your head. That's a good way to just let go of any tension. Bend the knees a couple times. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Breathe in. And then leave the knees at a place where you feel like a good stretch. Inhale. Release tension with your exhale. 5, 4, 3,
2. Now put the hands on the floor and they're underneath your shoulders, between your feet roughly. Pull on the floor to give yourself a deeper stretch. 5. And then interlace your fingers at the lower back and let the arms go over and hold. Now we're going to put your right hand underneath the nose or face area, but on the floor. You can even tuck your knuckles under, and that gets you off the wrist. Take your left arm up and stretch up like you're a big windmill, really tall. You're not heavy on your arm. Your expansive palm stretching out, even the fingers. Breathe. Upper back. You might notice you go a little deeper, but you're not forcing anything. Your head's in a place where your neck feels comfortable. Now that left hand comes down, you can be on the knuckles as well, and open up your right arm, big stretch. Breathe in. And exhale. When you come down, just kind of shake it out. You might even put your hands on your elbows and release any tension in your neck, shoulders. 5, 4, 3, 2, and then you're going to bring your hands up to your hip bones. You're pausing at halfway where your body's like a table. If you feel like once you feel like your blood pressure settled, come on up. Do a bit of a back bend here. Heart lifts, elbow squeeze. Breathe. Interlace the fingers and add them lifting off your back. Breathe. And then stretch out your arms and flip your right toes towards the same wall that your right fingers are facing. And if you have slid, just make any adjustments that you need to. Reach out, and it's a nice inhale. Reach, reach, reach. And imagine you're up against a wall. The hand can come down wherever it needs to. Your left arm can come up. Maybe it goes over your ear. And breathe. Yeah, yes. Breathe. You're gently rotating your ribs back. 10, 9. Good. A little adjustments here and there. 8, 7. Bottom shoulder is down the back as well. 5. Lengthening through your elbow. 4. Good. 3, 2. Now really inhale. You're really pushing to the floor to exhale your way up. Stretch out your arms. This is 5-pointed star. Also get your blood pressure settled. Flip your left toes towards the same wall that your left fingers are facing. Glide, glide, glide. You'll feel like your bones run out of room, and that's your place. You don't force it, and then you bring your hand down. Your top arm, you can inhale and exhale over your body. You could even leave it up, palms face me. Stretch that shoulder. Now your neck, you're going to make sure your gaze supports where your neck needs to be. Breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Good. Elbow length, everybody. 4, 3, 2. Now get ready, inhale, and as you exhale, you push, you're strong, and then your hands can come to your heart. Step or place the feet together. Samastitihi. Good. Grab a sip and then meet me back here. And we'll do more. We're gonna take the right toes and face them towards the right fingers and take a few knee bends and then settle into where the knee's over the heel. So you've got this stretched out position, maybe 3.5 to 4 feet wide, palms up. Now just for a moment, your legs stay the same, your arms do the movement, your upper body does the movement. Try to keep the legs roughly the same. Go up with your inhale. Now you may go lower as your body warms up. So example, you might go to the floor. Don't force it, but you might go. Go up. Oh my goodness, inhale. We're gonna do one more and leave the hand at your back leg. Left hand back leg, right arm over your ear. Find a comfortable neck position and hold. 10. Take another inhale. Now let this forearm come to your thigh. The other arm goes over your ear. Now there's a lot of variation, so I'll show you another one. If you want it, you can go low. Maybe you take your top arm behind your back. Maybe you catch your hands. Just find out what you need. 10. Roll your rib cage open. 9. Good. 5. You can change it up in the middle. 4. Neck is good neck correction, Karen. You want to just make sure your neck feels good. 2. Now the bottom foot is going to be strong. Push yourself back up. Palms open. Now just hold. Imagine you're an eagle. Your arms are just stretching out as much as you can, even through your fingers. Look over that right hand. 10. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana. 9. We're going to build some strength in that body. 8. Breathe into your chest. Breathe fully into your ribs. 7. Notice the energy behind this posture, how good it feels. Confidence, stability, strength. Breathe in. Now as you exhale, straighten that leg. Place your hands at your heart. Take a moment. If your feet have slid, just readjust. Open up the arms. Now lift up the left toes and face them in the same direction that your left fingers are. Take a few. It's also going to tell you how is your knee today. Then track it on top of the heel and steady. The legs stay the same. The upper body does some mini yoga. Breathe in. Breathe in. Breathe in. Inhale. Good, you're doing great. You're at your own pace. Eventually your back hand just stays on that thigh. In other words, your right hand to right thigh. Your left arm's over your ear. And holding. 10. 9. Yep, keep the knee over the heel. 8. 5. 4. We'll take an inhale. We're going to take that exhale down. Your forearm is on your thigh, possibly. Your top arm's over your ear, possibly. Now from here you can idiosyncratically make it your own. You might put your arm behind you. You might have your hand on the floor. 10, find your neck. 10, 9, 8. Big breathing, big inhales. We're going to take another inhale. And we're going to exhale powerfully. So now the legs are strong, powerful, palms are open up. So flip your palms and look over that left hand and hold. Eagle wing. And Karen, imagine I have your right arm and I'm pulling you back a little. Yeah, so it went from here to here. And then you can still look over that hand, but you're going to start feeling that center of balance. And Betty, imagine I'm pulling your right arm a little bit and kind of pull your torso back a bit towards your right leg. Yeah, so instead of here, here. Yeah, there you go. Now inhale. Now your hands can come towards your heart. Your left knee straightens. Hold for a moment. Inhale, lift up, go into a back bend, but still big legs wide. Now we're gonna take hammock pose. So exhale, when you swan dive down, walk your fingers forward. And you're in a down dog wide. So basically your feet are wide, but you're in down dog. So this is a hammock pose. 10, if you want to stay here, stay. If you want to lift up your heels and articulate into up dog with the wide legs, you can 5 times, or just stay in hammock. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then walk your hands back in. Take them to your hip bones and come up and pause. Now push into the floor and go into a back bend. Breathe in. And then your hands come towards your heart. You can step or jump or walk together. Samasti Tahi, you're doing great. Inhale, lift your arms. Take a bit of a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Now you can do a vinyasa or just meet me in down dog, either one. So you can bend your elbows and do an up dog and then do a down dog. Either way, we're gonna meet in down dog. Pick up your left foot and push it on that right heel and hold that stretch all by itself. 5, and put the other foot down and hold that stretch by itself so your right foot can push your left heel. 5, both heels press. 5, and then let your shins down. Pick up your right foot and see if you can find your left hand to the right foot or right ankle and then push up. So kind of like a cat-cow dhanurasana or bow. Breathe in, if not, just reach the arm and leg out. Work on that multifidus and transverse strength. 5 more. Good. 4 more. 3, 2. Now that hand and that knee come down. Take your other hand to your other foot. So right hand, left foot, or right hand, left ankle, and press up. Breathe in. And relax to a forearm plank. Let your forearms down. Stretch out your legs and hold. Now your elbows are roughly underneath your shoulders. Hold, belly pulls in. Neck is easy or soft. Gently turn to your side plank. One arm is in the air, stretched out very wide and long, fingers. The bottom half of your body is solid. You're breathing calmly and fully. We're going to go to the other side as well. Forearm down, side plank, stretch out through your hand. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, gently rest your pelvis. Place your hands on the mat and take cobra or swan. Shoulders are down the back and hold.
lower. And if you can take full bow, do that here. If not, just take one at a time, one hand to one foot, press up and let your neck soften. 10. Relax, and we're going to do it again, or the other foot, come up. 10. And gently push back, child pose. And you can pull your toes under and get a foot stretch. Inhale. And we'll take a sip of whatever you have, and then we'll meet in a down dog. And down dog, you can press your heels down, and if you want one more cue, try to lift your toes up. That'll increase that stretch. Neck is soft. 5. Look up at your hands. You can step or jump or any way you need to get there. Halfway up. Blood pressure settles for you, and then strong legs go up. The back bend here. Lift up your arms. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And exhale, bring your hands down. Gorgeous. And now this is the pyramid pose. So I'm going to turn a little bit. Right foot forward, left foot back. Scoot back a little bit. There. Go up. Notice you want big space around you. Big inhale. Big circle. Big mobility. And taking advantage of this ball and socket joint, using all the range we can. Catch your fingers behind you, interlace, or catch your elbows, or namaste reverse. Breathe in. You all look good, so we're going to keep the legs, but hinge. Your gaze will shift. As you look at your legs, you want to just double check that your feet are in line with your own hip. They're a railroad track formation, not a tightrope. Big breathing through your nose if you can. You can rest your hands on that front thigh or the floor or the shin and just hold. You might even bend your knee a little bit more and relax. Take an inhale and push. And now check your blood pressure, of course. Go slow as you need, and then lift up. Breathe in. Inhale. Exhale. The hands just glide right down the midline until they're at your heart. The back foot lands softly to the front foot. Samasthiti. The right foot goes back about 4 feet deep in line with the respective hip. Breathe in and open up the arms as big as you can. They don't get to do this much in everyday life chores, so we're doing it now. We want to keep those shoulders healthy. Breathe and inhale. And the exhale, find a position that makes you in a gentle stretch, fingers, maybe elbows, palms together, and namaste up. Breathe in. Exhale. Now we're balancing as we hinge, Parvottanasana, pyramid pose. There is a gentle steering of your hips, right hip forward, left hip back. You can also put your hand down on the leg or the shin and maybe even go a little lower. You can soften your knee if you want. Notice how that feels. Let go of any tension in the neck. You can inhale and as you're ready, strong leg, strong arms, strong body, come up. Inhale, back bend, lift your heart. Exhale, the hands come to your heart. Your back foot is going to land softly next to your front foot. Hold there, Samastitihi. Grab a sip if you'd like. Meet me back on the mat. And we're going to take the legs out. You can, let me turn this way for you actually. So you can leave the left foot in line with the left hip. The right foot in line with the right foot, right hip. Breathe in, and I'm going to offer a field goal pose first just because it's so easy. If you get into your traps easy, this is actually a nicer chest opener. If you can lift up the arms and you want to do that one and just keep the shoulder blades down, that's another opportunity. You might even be sinking here because you're getting used to the stretch. Front thigh is basically a squat. There is a rib tuck and a pubic bone up, abdominal contraction, so you're supporting your hip with your abs. You're not just pressing your femur or thigh bone into your hip. So you've got a little ab tone. It lengthens your low back as well. Breathe in. Breathe in. Big full breathing through your nose if you can. I like it, Cheryl. That's it. Good. It's almost like you walked through a doorway and caught your arms. Open up your back. You might be changing the posture because your body starts warming up to it. Take an inhale to bring your hands together and hinge. We're going to put the back foot next to the front foot. Inhale. One movement if you can. If not, just take as much as you need. Yeah, that's a little powerful, isn't it? Take your other foot back. About good, Karen. About 4 feet deep. Wiggle into it. Your arms could lift up. Maybe they do a field goal pulse, and the wrists are neutral here. You don't have to cock the wrist back. The front knee is a squat, basically. It's 90 degrees. Open up, lift your heart. There's a little ab tone near the ribs and the pubic bone. The back leg's trying to straighten. So there's a lot going on here. Soft jaw. Let the breath go to the upper back, the chest. Yep. 5, 4. You might be able to move your back, Karen, if that makes sense. Kind of like, yeah, yep. Neck is easy. Fingers are easy. Breathe in. Your hands can go to your heart. Your body hinges forward over the front thigh a bit. Ready? The back foot tries to softly land. Wonderful job. Take an inhale, lift up your heart. Briefly go through a squat, Utkatasana. Utkatasana is hip, knee, toe alignment. We are going to take the palms together. Now, you might have to tuck the chin to get out of the neck. Hold 5. We're going to do a few things here. 4, 3, 2. Now for a moment, stand. Let your blood pressure adjust. Bring the arms up. Utkatasana. Palms together. And add on possibly a ankle to thigh movement. 10. We're going to inhale. Gently come up. I'm gonna get on a different mat. That one is about 2 inches thick. Arms up. Have a seat. Utkatasana. And now your ankle to thigh on the other one. Neck is easy, so you might have to look down. In other words, 10. Breathe in. And then exhale to stand, hands at your heart. Lift and spread your toes. Take your right foot up to tree. Your hands could be up. And we're going to add on something with the arms in about 10 counts here. You could take a cow face pose here. Or you could interlace the fingers as a backup plan. Or leave the arms up. There you go. Take that inhale and let your hands come to the front. Lower your foot down. Good. And lift and spread your toes. Other foot up. Tree, Vrikshasana. The first is just about a 10 count with the arms up to the sky. The next is a possible cow face or interlaced finger position. Yep, jawline parallel to the floor. Good, Cheryl. Breathe fully. Here we go. Big inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands at the heart. Lower that foot. If you'd like a sit, grab it. We're going to meet back here at dancer pose. And start with right arm swimming backwards. So it's like that Parsvottanasana arm movement we did, and then reach your hand to your foot. Rib down, pubic bone up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Good. Breathe. 5. Let your abs help you too. Now you can push if you would like. Take the inhale and exhale to come back. Good job. Palms together. Open up the arm. Up, up, up. Around, around, around. Catch your fingers to your foot or shin. Yep. Notice how we sneak in circumduction with our femur and our humerus. So we're trying to keep that ball and socket super healthy and use it like it was intended, right? Keep that range of motion. All right, push forward. And also your foot pushes into your hand. Generally, your neck will need to adjust by tilting your chin down just a bit. The hip adjustment usually is that the foot that's in the air, that one tries to open up the hip. You're going to try to keep them square. Keep breathing. Good. Take that inhale. Now, as you're ready,
Exhale and come back up. Hands at your heart. Woo! Take an inhale to lift up. Pass through a squat for a moment. Palms together. Open up to the side. You can catch your elbow if you want, if it'll go. And hold. 10. Your hands gently push on each other. 9, 8, yeah. 7. That's it. Take it forward. Inhale like you're just neutral here. Now turn the other way. Your elbow might even hook on your arm, on your thigh. And then bring it back. Stand tall. Take a moment. Good. Grab a sip if you'd like. I'm going to tilt my screen down. We're going to move to the floor a bit. All right. Your palms can be at the heart. Before we go down, warrior 3. Lift and spread your right toes. Lift your left leg. Try to balance. Now, if you would like, you can stay in a diagonal. Another harder way, challenge, is to bring the arms over in front of you so they're framing your ears. Back leg strong. 10 more. Take that inhale. Slowly come up. Now take a moment, Samasthiti. Other side. You're hinging. The back leg comes up to parallel-ish, maybe. The arms could go over your ears, over your head. And then hold there another 10. Slowly come up. Good job, guys. Open up both arms. Hands come down. Now you can vinyasa here or meet me in down dog. So if you're gonna do the vinyasa, you go back to plank, you bend the elbows, you take an inhale. You go down dog. Hold. Shift your weight into plank and just lower yourself down. Interlace the fingers at that lower back spine. Now, if they don't interlace well, just put them beside your hips and lift up. Inhale, lift. Shalabhasana. Lower, and you can switch your fingers and come up. Lower, and then come back to Sphinx or Cobra, your forearms or your hands. Gently drop your chin so you're getting a neck stretch. Come up and look over the shoulder, neck stretch. Go over, neck stretch. And forward, breathe in. Now lower, and a child pose. You can even curl the toes under if you'd like, or just leave them under, whatever feels like you're getting a back release. Inhale. And we're going to take a Mudrasana. So half sphere can be on modification. So I'm going to show you the full, which is side plank, back foot back, and lift up. If you just don't want to be on your wrist, you could do a side plank on your forearm like we did earlier. 10, 9. Good. And then check your neck. 8. Breathe in. We're going to lower to go to the other side. Again, you can be on your forearm and do a side plank. Your top foot is back almost like a bridge pose, and lift your hips. Take a moment to have a seat. Now a forearm forward stretch, pull your fingers under. You can sit any way you want, really, it doesn't matter too much here. Take your other fingers and pull them under, under, under. Draw the shoulders down the back, or I should say allow them. There's no tension there when you do that. Take that palms under. Take the palms under. Take the ear to shoulder, stretch the neck. We're getting some muscles that don't usually get much attention in everyday life, yet they do a ton for us. So this is care to the little muscles. Go up and over. Draw both shoulders down and reach. But you can find a place that really works for you. So if you have a millimeter forward that gets you better, go for it. Both hands at the base of your head, and then chin tuck. You might even draw your elbows under. Lift up, smell the flower on your right clavicle or diagonal head down. And up, clavicle diagonal down. So you're finding that levator scapula, upper trapezius. This is subtle, smooth out your scalenes. It can be big though, so take your jaw, from your jaw, put slight ironing out feeling of lengthening that platysma. It runs and scalenes, and they run from your jawline to your clavicle. So it's almost like you're growing from your crown and you're just smoothing all this area out. You're also telling that fascia, hey, we want to be long. We're going to encourage you to be tension free. And during the day, you'll notice if you accidentally contract those muscles in an unnecessary pattern, and the body can correct easier. So it's like you're resetting your neck, you're resetting where you want it to be. All right, try that. Just kind of notice how good that feels. Good. We're going to take a hit. I know, isn't that nice? That's a good, if you do this and it's cleaner, it worked. You can do it every day if you want those neck stretches. We're going to do a hip opener. So if you would like a pillow, you can do that. You can take your right ankle. I'll have us formally come down, and then right ankle to left thigh, reach your hands through. I like to add a little rocking motion. You might add the toes moving and ankle spreading. Just find some ways that feel delicious. Now take the other ankle to thigh, reach your hands through and clasp the fingers. Good. And spread the toes. And then go back to the first ankle to thigh, and you know that you can stay here or you can roll over until your right foot hits the floor and your knee opens up, your right arm opens up. Breathe in. Yeah, I like to push on that knee a little bit to open up the hip. Yeah, try it, see what works. Try your left hand, Karen, and then your right arm is getting a shoulder stretch. Yeah, there, try that, see if that feels good. Breathe in. And then try the other side. So ankle to thigh, roll over, and then catch your foot, left arm out. We're gonna take a twist now, so release your spine and you can realign your spine. You can take the left leg down long and the right knee over. Your left hand can hold on to that knee like a paperweight and your right arm can open up. So you see how we're sneaking in some more mobility for your shoulder, and then you might find after about 5 or 3 of those, you can stretch out to a Y or T. Your back is long, your hand is helping. Your gaze could be towards that outstretched hand, the right one, but you don't have to leave your eyes open. In fact, soften the eyes or close them. Now we're going to go to the other side. So your leg is long, your right leg's long, your left knee comes down, and your hand helps it. Your left arm could do a few stretches out and around, out and around, out and around, and leave the arm out. Now, as you're ready, slowly come back and realign your spine. Now, your feet can lift and spread on the floor of your toes, and then curl your spine up. Oh, move your pillow if you have one. Curl your spine up and curl your spine down. Bridging, curl your spine up and curl your spine down. And curl up and curl down. and up and down and hold. Now your hips can be up parallel to the floor, so not parallel, but even, right side and left side are even. The palms could interlace underneath your back and you can shimmy the shoulders together, or you could do an arm overhead position like a field goal post. Let your eyes close. Take a really full inhale. Breathe into your heart and the front body. Breathe into your heart and the entire front body. Your belly will expand. And again. Release your hands, release your shoulders, roll down a vertebra at a time. And then you can take your happy baby just for a moment to release the back. And if you want to rock, this is a great place to rock, or even stretch your legs there, just have an adjustment, just kind of move intuitively. And then what we'll do is put our hips up on a block or a foam roller and take the legs up on a wall or a surface that lets you elevate them. This is, I like how we've been doing this really consistently for the blood vessels. And it's opposite the way that we are usually with gravity, so good for the legs, the ankles, lift up, and there's that block or that foam roller. And now let your mind go. It's so focused during the day for us, and it wants to focus on things. So if you would like to give it a focus, you can focus on your breathing. Now we're going to gently release the block or the foam roller and lower. Take your time, but come up towards a seated position. We're going to just do a little havening. So the havening is a way to create delta brain, and you're just placing one palm over the other. And it also works with forearms. So if your fingers go to the forearms over. So really just try to submerge your senses in how that feels. And the next part of that havening is the arms cross and the hands or fingertips go down. They lift up and then shoulders down. And the next part of the havening is that the fingertips go over the eyes, under the eyes, back out towards the temples and down the jawline. And at the middle of the chin, you just softly pick up, down the jaw. So over the eyes, under the eyes, and then around from the temples down the jawline to the middle chin. So just notice how that feels. Do a few more. And then just do a couple of the hand ones. This one I find really useful because you can be out in public. You can be doing some work on the computer. You can be gardening. You can just notice, I just need a little, maybe you had a bad thought go by. You can just self-soothe. As soon as you get it,
As soon as you feel yourself deviate from your natural high flying place, it's good to catch it and do some self-soothing so it doesn't tumble out. It's a neat little trick. And notice how your breathing just wants to entrain with that feeling good. So that's a nice one just because you can do it anywhere. And then we're going to take those hands to your heart. So we'll let that be a moment to notice how everything feels. And so today I'm going to stay connected. Our segment intention is today I'm going to stay connected with that feeling good. At the moment I notice a little bit of wobble, it's okay. I'm really happy that I noticed it because I have some self-soothing tricks that I can use, like behaving, like breathing, like yoga stretches, like a walk, that I feeling and looking for a better thought that I can use to help bring me back to my dominant vibration of feeling good. With so much appreciation. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful day. I hope you felt good. You look good. Happy Wednesday. I love Wednesdays. Love them all. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. That's right. Bye.